Big Goblin!
Don't just stand there! Slash and move! Slash and move!
Slash. Slash.
Don't just stand there! Slash and move! Slash and move!
He's selling the Sword of Azeroth on eBay.
You betrayed us for money? Who are you?
Betray. Betray.
You betrayed us for money? Who are you? Excuse me.
Don't forget the mail you took accidentally on purpose.
Accidentally. Accidentally.
Don't forget the mail you took accidentally on purpose. Please don't tell me that your hopeless infatuation is devolving into pointless jealousy.
No, I'm not jealous. I'm just a little concerned for her.
Jealous. Jealous.
I'm not jealous. I'm just a little concerned for her. He was kind of dreamy.
Well, at least now you can retrieve the black box from the twisted smolder.
Retrieve. Retrieve.
At least now you can retrieve the black box from the twisted smolder and analyze the data so that you don't crash into Geek Mountain again.
I disagree. Love is not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Sprint. Sprint.
I disagree. Love is not a sprint, it's a marathon. I disagree. Love is not a sprint, it's a marathon. A relentless pursuit that only ends when she falls into your arms.
Relentless. Relentless.
A relentless pursuit that only ends when she falls into your arms.
I have noticed that Leslie Winkle recently started shaving her legs. Now, given that winter is coming, one can only assume she's signaling sexual availability.
Availability. Availability.
One can only assume she's signaling sexual availability.
There are pitfalls, trust me, I know. When it comes to sexual harassment law, I'm a bit of a self-taught expert.
Harassment. Harassment.
When it comes to sexual harassment law, I'm a bit of a self-taught expert.
Wait, are you asking me out?
I was going to characterize it as a modification.
Modification. Modification.
I was going to characterize it as a modification.
Well, why don't we just stipulate that the date goes well and move to the key variable?
You mean kiss you now?
Yes.
Can you define the parameters of the kiss?
Close.
Parameter. Parameter.
Can you define the parameters of the kiss?
Close.
Shall I count down from 3?
No, I think it needs to be spontaneous.
Spontaneous. Spontaneous.
No, I think it needs to be spontaneous. Reasonable technique, no extraneous spittle. On the other hand, no arousal.
Arousal. Arousal.
On the other hand, no arousal.
Well, as usual, Wallowitz has the solution. I happen to know a place where there are plenty of eligible women and...
Eligible. Eligible.
I happen to know a place where there are plenty of eligible women and...
Remember the Latin hips? Shoulders stay still and we sway.
Sway. Sway.
Shoulders stay still and we sway.
Oh, yeah. God, that's a good song.
If you're compiling a mix CD for a double suicide.
Compile. Compile.
After compiling a mix CD for a double suicide. After compiling a mix CD for a double suicide. Oh, I hope that scratching post is for you.
Scratch. Scratch.
Oh, I hope that scratching post is for you. Oh, I hope that scratching post is for you.
I know what you're thinking. I've taken your asthma into account.
Asthma. Asthma.
I know what you're thinking. I've taken your asthma into account. Diego, who's developed the cutest little hypoallergenic calicos.
Leonard, listen to me.
I've been thinking about names. I'm kind of torn between Einstein, Newton, and Sergeant Fuzzy Boots.
Fuzzy. Fuzzy.
Names, I'm kind of torn between Einstein, Newton, and Sergeant Fuzzy Boots. I was wondering if you had plans for dinner.
You mean dinner tonight?
There is an inherent ambiguity in the word dinner.
Ambiguity. Ambiguity.
There is an inherent ambiguity in the word dinner. Technically, it refers to the largest meal of the day whenever it's consumed. So, to clarify here, by dinner, I mean supper.
Supper?
Or dinner.
Supper. Supper.
Supper.
Supper?
Or dinner.
Date?
6:30.
Perfect. That gives you 2 hours and 15 minutes for that dense molecular cloud of Aramis to dissipate.
Dissipate. Dissipate.
For that dense molecular cloud of Aramis to dissipate.
Maybe take a walk afterwards. Talk about things we have in common. You love pottery? I love pottery.
Pottery. Pottery.
You love pottery? I love pottery. You know, there's a pause. We both know what's happening. I lean in, we kiss. It's a little tentative at first, but then I realize she's kissing me back.
Tentative. Tentative.
We kiss. It's a little tentative at first, but then I realize she's kissing me back. What?
It's a biofeedback technique. It's relaxation through brainwave manipulation.
Relaxation. Relaxation.
Technique. It's relaxation through brainwave manipulation.
And you can't prove string theory. At best, you can say, hey, look, my idea has an internal logical consistency.
Consistency. Consistency.
Look, my idea has an internal logical consistency. Is that one 36-hour experience, or is that 36 hours spread out over, say, one glorious summer?
Glorious. Glorious.
One glorious summer. Well, chafing, right?
Emotionally.
Emotionally. Emotionally.
Emotionally.
Which is an inward force generated by the glass acting on the olive. Excuse me. Now, if you were riding on the olive...
Olive. Olive.
Now, if you were riding on the olive...
Are you sure you don't want to go to the emergency room?
No, I'm okay. It stopped bleeding.
Bleed. Bleed.
No, I'm okay. It stopped bleeding.
Score 1 for liquor and poor judgment.
Liquor. Liquor.
Score 1 for liquor and poor judgment.